Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban have called it quits after 19 years. Something went wrong, but what did? Let's dive in. So something went seriously wrong with Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, and at this point, it's not a rumor, it's not speculation, it's a quiet Hollywood breakup that they are desperately trying to keep from exploding in the press. Now, multiple insiders now say the same thing. Nicole and Keith are getting divorced, of course, and Keith has already moved out. For years, they sold the world this fairy tale love story, you know, the country boy who fell in love with the Hollywood starlet, you know, the perfect marriage, no scandals, no drama, but behind closed doors, things were crumbling, and now the cracks are finally starting to show. I mean, let's start with the major sign people missed. Keith Urban hasn't been seen at Nicole's home in Nashville in months. Paparazzi footage shows Keith repeatedly arriving and leaving a separate property just 15 minutes away from the family estate, but he's always alone. No kids, no Nicole, no nobody. When questioned, his team called it his music studio getaway. But neighbors exposed that as a lie, because that studio isn't a studio, it's a full private residence, and Keith has been sleeping there. Then came the red carpet disaster that fans still talk about. So at the 2024 CMA Awards, the energy between them was very off. They avoided touching each other, they avoided eye contact. When Keith tried to kiss Nicole, she turned her head and he kissed her cheek instead. Cheek, not lips. That wasn't an accident. She physically dodged him. Now the clip went viral with millions of views and comments like, are they even together anymore? And like, that wasn't a kiss, that was a business transaction. And then came the moment that changed everything. A source close to the couple told an Australian gossip site that Keith moved out in the late 2024 after a massive fight. Now, according to this source, Nicole told him, I can't do this anymore. But here's the part everyone needs to hear. Keith didn't fight back. He just packed his things and left. And suddenly everything after that started kind of making sense. Nicole began showing up to events alone. She stopped wearing her wedding ring. Fans noticed she now wears it only during press events where she knows she'll be photographed. But casual, traveling, candid paparazzi shots, no ring. It's literally missing in every single one. Keith stopped posting her on his social media, something he used to do constantly, and their usual goofy, you know, couple behavior, it's gone. Urban recently put his private tour jet in his name only, not his and Nicole's, just his. Why would he separate assets if everything is fine? Why would he legally distance himself? Unless divorce paperwork is already in progress, right? Now let's get into why this divorce is happening, because there are two major theories here. And they're mine. Theory one, Keith relapsed. He's always been honest about his past struggles with substance dependency issues. He even went to rehab in 2006, early in their marriage. But insiders say Nicole has been quietly dealing with a relapse behind closed doors for months. So some fans noticed Keith showing up to performances looking exhausted, shaking, slurring slightly. I mean, there were rumors of canceled couples therapy sessions as well and late night fights. I mean, if he relapsed, it could explain why Nicole finally said she was done. Here's my second theory, theory number two. They've been living separate lives for years. Now, Nicole lives for film. She's barely in Nashville anymore. She's filming in London, Paris, Australia, the US, everywhere. Keith is constantly touring, and people who worked with them say they barely saw each other at all. For a long time, they were only married for the cameras, but now that, you know, the girls are getting older, they stop pretending. But here's what's really strange. Instead of announcing their split like normal celebrities, they're kind of covering it up pretty hard. Why? Well, one word: contracts. They have joint deals, joint brand partnerships, investment ventures, and a divorce could literally cost them millions of dollars. So for now, the story being pushed is they're fine, they're just getting a divorce, all is well. But, you know, all you need to do is watch them together to see all of that's a lie. And the most chilling piece, well, they've already started the image separation strategy. I mean, look at Nicole's recent magazine cover. She's now being branded as fiercely independent and entering her new chapter. Industry insiders say that phrase, new chapter, is a classic PR preparation move for divorce announcements. You know, it plants the seed, so, you know, when the news drops, fans won't be that shocked. Keith is also doing it too. I mean, suddenly he's giving solo interviews about struggles and growth and is being seen out more without Nicole. I mean, he recently told one reporter, life changes, you grow, you evolve, you have to do what brings you peace. So here's the truth. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, yes, they're over. The marriage is done. Finito. He's already moved out. The only reason we don't have a public statement yet is because millions of dollars are being negotiated behind the scenes. That's my take. What's your guys' take on this though? Let me know. I'm your host, Tasha. See you later.